Good morning, YouTube. It's Ro here. Thank you for visiting You Grow Ro. If this is your first time here, I hope you'll consider subscribing at the end of this video. If you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you. Today, we are looking at another garden gadget that I got for myself to help me out with my yard work. I'll show you what it is in just a moment. So a short while ago, I posted a video about a garden gadget that I got. It was the all-in-one mulcher, vacuum, and blower. I'll link to that video up here. Excuse me. And I mentioned in that video, I had also gotten something else from my mom. And this is what that is. I'm thinking there's no assembly, but you never know. So let's crack this open and put it together if need be. As stated, this is a 2-in-1 where you can use it as a trimmer or you can pivot it 90 degrees and use it as an edger on your lawn. It does has an adjustable handle for comfort and control. It has advanced line on command. You just push a button and more of the line comes out instead of having to stop and do the spool yourself manually. It comes with 2 batteries, rechargeable batteries, plus the battery charger. First, let's charge it up. Just plug it in here. This is the charger here. It does have some indicator lights on it. There you go. We're charging. Alrighty, she is all put together. Piece of cake. I found these directions rather useless in a way. I don't know. I just had a hard time understanding. It looks easy, but it just, I don't know. I think they could have done better with the instructions on there. Maybe some words would have been nice. And then here's instructions on how to use it. It does have command feed. It has an adjustable handle. It also has this adjustable, the whole lever. So let's take a look at it. On the back here is the battery, and you just hold this down and it tells you how much battery you got left. There you go. To release the battery, you just need to press this button here and slide it. It already came with the spool pre-installed, although I did buy extra spools. It only came with one. So we got a button here, a button under here, and then this is the command feed button, so it will automatically forward your spool so you don't have to stop and do that manually. Here is where you can adjust it, the length, and here is that adjustable handle. And then you have your wheels here. If you are to do some edging, you just pivot the whole head 90 degrees, and this wheel will run along the ground, and you'll have your nice crisp lines in the lawn. I cannot wait to get out there and try this. You know you're an adult when lawnmowers and stuff like that make you excited. Woo! Let's get out there. Something to keep in mind is that if you're not wanting to use this, you do have to get your Phillips head screwdriver out and remove the cover, then remove this apparatus, whatever this thing is called. Whoops. But that should be fairly easy. Just slide this off and then pops out just like that. Slide this back on. Pop that screw in. Bing, bang, boom. To operate it, you need to push this button in first and then squeeze simultaneously this button. So if you do it just this way, nothing happens. Doesn't go in. However, push this in. I like that. Completely unrelated, but my neighbors are growing sungolds, and so I keep helping myself to these little delicious morsels. They are so good. They're every bit what the hype is about. If you're not grown these and you like a sweet tomato, almost candy-like, sungold. That's who you reach for. So far, so good. It's cleaning this up real good. Okay guys, so I wanted to come in and tell you that these batteries from being dead to all the way fully charged, right? So we got all the way up to 5. Took 4.5 hours. Oh my God. It's not quick, so good thing they give you 2 of them. We'll see how long it takes to drain 1 battery. All right, let's get out there. Well, I'm definitely not done, but I made some progress. I used both features interchangeably. Granted, I don't know what I'm doing. There's probably a way to do it better than what I was doing, but I just wanted to get some things done. It looks pretty dang on good though. So what I wanted to come back and say was that in 4.5 hours of charging, that full battery bought me 34 minutes of trimming and edging time. What I found though is that it is really hard to do a straight line. I did my best, but that was hard. But I'm sure, as I keep using it, I'll get a little bit better at it. Meanwhile, I think once I get all this stuff cleaned up, if I just maintain it, it won't take me that long, right? Because I'm also trying to take out all these big weeds and the cracks in the sidewalk as well. Still got that one to do, this one here. And I'd like to take care of all of this in front of my driveway as well. This is the goal. I'm getting there. All right, let's talk about my thoughts. All right, so here are my thoughts with the Worx trimmer slash edger. I like it a lot. The functionality is great. I switched between it being a trimmer and an edger with ease. I don't particularly care for having to put my foot on the machine in order to raise and lift this long handle. I wish it operated the way the small handle works, to where you just have to push in a button to get it to go up and down. I would prefer that down here as well, but that's not how it works. That said, it is very easy to put your foot on there and move it up and down. Putting it together was a piece of cake. I felt like it was a nice price for what I got. I'm exceptionally excited about the battery. That said, 4.5 hours to charge the battery and then only 30 minutes of battery life doesn't seem super great. I don't own a whole lot of power tools, so I don't know if that's common or not, but I feel like at the very least, they need to figure out how to do a rapid charge. If you were planning on using this or getting this for yourself, I would suggest that if you know you're going to be cutting the grass on the weekend, charge that thing up overnight. That's the best way. It makes sense to me. The command feed option, excellent. I love that. That was a problem that I had with my last trimmer, that I had to adjust the spool, the line in the spool manually. With this one, you don't have to. You just push this button up here and it pumps out, I think, 1/4 inch of spool for you. And that's great. The speed of it was fantastic. As the battery drains, the power does go down. So there's that. And aside from that, I'd say this is a pretty dang on good machine, especially for a yard small as mine. This is about all that I need. I can't imagine needing anything much more than this. It's plenty powerful. I think the 30-minute battery life will be a lot better when I'm not starting from scratch in my yard. If I maintain it, I figured I could probably be cut in half, at which case the battery will last me 2 sessions as opposed to not even 1. So overall, I do recommend this trimmer edger. And don't forget to check out the other review I did for the blower vacuum mulcher that I purchased as well to go along with this, to make all of this work that I'm doing in the yard so much easier for myself. I'll link to that video above. And that's going to be it for us today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your family and friends. And I will see you all in another video on another day. Until then, happy growing, my friends.